as usual, I have stuff in front of me, and I remembered earlier that I needed to. Oh, I need water. Um, what did I say? Oh, that I needed to move my brushes over here so that I can put my laptop here. My laptop is right here in front of me. I just remembered I need to get water, so I apologize. But before I go get the water, I have a box here. We're not going to open it. Hey, Janet. This is a box that this person sent me. And y'all know who that is. And is there an ask in here? Let me toggle because I don't see that person. I still don't see that person. Hello, ask. I don't see an ask. And I did just toggle. Um, Toggle again. Yes, on our messages. I'm not seeing that person. And also, Scandinavia had a sale, so I bought some more sprays for the kit. I forgot that I needed to get water. So we are going to. I have out quite a few things. We have this out for black. Y'all know this is like our unofficial, official. Yeah, Tanya, it's just going to be a lot to do. This is going to be a long one, and we're going to use this black. I do. We may or may not also use this because our troll out is going to be a split face, and I'm excited. I am excited about that. Y'all know that's my favorite style to do is different sides of the face, and we may also dip in here because the butterfly part is very intricate. A lot of lines. Well, there's. I picked one that was kind of in between because some was just lines everywhere, like within the wing, and some were just like a couple lines and a lot of colors. So I picked one that was kind of in the middle, just to kind of stretch my skill set. For the butterfly eye, or was it the other one? The picture's on my laptop. We're going to use Bog Witch. And this was on my list to do a look with the other day. Didn't get it done. We may or may not put on one of the magnetic ones, but for right now, also we have out because if we use the oil based and the cream, we're going to have to set it or not because I'm not going anywhere after this. I did go out already today. This is the CC Beauty, and this one is the Mayron. So they're both translucent. So I'm gonna grab some water real quick, and I do apologize. I think we can just let me just get two little things of water. I apologize, y'all. I apologize. Okay. Okay. So we have two things of water. Girl, do not put that near your laptop, because you know you clumsy. This is the one that was in my bathroom. If you know, you know. So this one is going to be here on my pony wall from here on out. And I did wash this one again and the one that we used, and it was pretty easy. I'm getting the what was that we used the cream paint out of there. Why is this looking dirty? What the hell? I'm going to wash it again. Like, what is that? Oh, you know what? It's dusty. All right, I'm going to wash it again. So that's the one that's going to be on my pony wall. And I do have one in my Amazon cart for to leave. Well, not to leave, but to put in my kit around Halloween time, or if I have a party to do. Because that was freaking cool, y'all. That was so freaking cool. So let me finish setting up here. We are going to use maybe some Inglot. We are going to use Max Paint Pot and Black Mirror. Because one eye is just going to be black. One eye is just going to be black. So let me put this box from Janessa away. I do want to open it like really bad, but I want to open it with y'all. So I am delaying my gratification, and I'm feeling crazy because I want to open it. Also, I remember saying now that I'm looking at everything in front of me, hey Alexandria, we are going to use these Graftopian paints because I was on the fence about whether to keep them or not. And the PAO is like the fall of 2027. And I think I was questioning these because I like the Inglot better and the Mayron better. These are more dry. but then you do add the water. But anyway, and so I found that I wasn't using those, which is why I was questioning if I'm going to keep them. All right, I need to move my entire brush thingy. Can I do... You know, let me put my laptop on the floor in case I do spill water. Let me put that down there for now. And I dropped my laptop cord. So this is all of my face brushes. I remember I told you I condensed them, so they're all in here. And just the paint brushes are over there, the ones that came with CC Beauty. Okay, laptop over here where the brushes were. Yeah, 7-Up with some plain Lay's chips. I went to BJ's yesterday after my Tanya on it because she knew I was going to ask her. She's snacking on, and one of the things I did purchase was the plantain strips, not the chips, but the strips, and it is a different brand. The chips had palm oil in it, and broke me out in hives. So that's how I found out I was allergic to palm oil. And so when I looked at the ingredients, the plantain strips, come on, laptop, why are you acting like this? It's not leaving the lock screen. And I just had it open not too long ago, looking at these pictures. Oh, here we go. It's running slow. You know, it just restarted like 15 minutes ago. So I'm looking at 2 different pictures. I'm not going to show you all the pictures. Depending on how the look comes out, I will send the picture to Tanya. Since this is her request. We may do 2 looks, 2 member request looks next week. Because I don't want to drag them out too long. Because we have Skinny Queens and Michelle's and then Janet. And so if I do one a week, that'll be like 3 weeks. So we may do 2 next week. So both of these pictures, one is a butterfly eye and one is just a black eye. And it does have like some lines in it. And it has like a skeleton effect right here. Y'all know I love that stuff for whatever reason. I don't know, but I do. So I'm going to put a cloth in front here and put the water in front of me. I am really excited about this. So I looked at the ingredients because I'm like, okay, the only thing that I had not eaten before was the plantain chips. And the ingredients said plantain, and the next ingredient said palm oil. So then I looked at the ingredients on the plantain strips. First ingredient was plantain. The second ingredient was vegetable oil. So I'm like, aha! That was an easy one to figure out. So that's how I found out that palm oil breaks me out in hives. Yo, it is just insane. Like, are you kidding me? But at least it was easy for me to figure that one out because sometimes I'm like, I don't know what it is. So that was really easy. So, let's go ahead and... Hey, Janessa. I showed the sticker on the box that you sent me. I did run out real quick to get the Scandinavias out of my mailbox. Y'all, it's 77 degrees outside. A couple days ago, it was like 44. And I keep telling people, not that it really matters, but I tell people, you figured out what caused your hives? What was it, Janet? I was telling people, to me, for the last however many years, it seems like the seasons are changing because spring, for me here, has been getting shorter. So like winter's longer and then it's like summer. Because how do you go? And that's a perfect example. It was 44 the other day. Now it's 77 today. Are you freaking kidding me? Like where's spring? Like that's summer weather to me anyway. But I was just like, and I don't trust it. So I'm waiting for it to be warm for at least a week before I do say that spring or summer or whatever it is here. I got a lot of stuff in front of me. I know I just said that. Feeling a tad bit overwhelmed because I have so much stuff in front of me. For lips we have, both of these are from Notoriously Morbid. So the side, I don't know if we're going to, because one side is plain for both the looks, and then one side is the skeleton teeth thing. Sure. Tide laundry detergent changed their formula in 2025. Oh man, I was told when I was in the military, because I was breaking down in hives a lot, and so he told me at the time Arm & Hammer was popular. He said get the Arm & Hammer detergent, the free and clear, because it doesn't have any dyes, it doesn't have any fragrance, none of that. And so that's what worked for me. And when I stopped being able to find it easily, I got the all free and clear, or I may use the Tide free and clear. And that always works for me because, yeah, my detergent, I remember growing up, like I would wash clothes at home, everything was fine. If I washed, or if my grandmother, if I was at her house and she washed my clothes, like I would be itchy, and it was the detergent that she was using. But back then I didn't know. But yeah, anything free and clear, and usually it's in a white container. No dyes, no perfumes, all of that. But I'm glad you figured it out though, because that yeah, that having skin sensitivities is a hassle, and then trying to figure out what exactly it is. Okay, what am I doing? We don't need to do, we're going to even out our face. So the butterfly is like this big. And the black eye is like this big. I'm going to do the black eye over here, but we're just going to even out the face anyway. All right, so we're putting some milk primer on our thing, on our palette. Did I say hi to you, CM? I feel like I did, but then I don't know. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, but not in a bad way. Like I am really excited. And you know what it is? Is because I didn't have my station set up until I sat here and set it up. So it's kind of throwing me off a little bit because I don't know. Brushes, since I moved my brushes. Yeah, so our concoction. Yes, things are okay in my little world. I went through it last night. Yesterday was a long day because I had an 11:30 appointment at the VA hospital. And y'all know I be asleep at 11:30 in the morning. So I was up earlier than usual. It was just a follow-up with my primary. See him every 6 months. Nothing changed, so that was good. He looked up my sleep apnea results, and he said to him it doesn't look like I have it. He said in 9 hours there were 7 events. I said, well, what do you mean by events? And he was like, well, when your respiration changed. And that might have just been from waking up. And I told him I didn't think I had sleep apnea because, number one, waking up every 90 minutes, when you have sleep apnea, it's not timed like that. It's not perfect timing where every 90 minutes. You know what I mean? It would be just like random breathing issues or whatever. But he said the report shows that, well, his opinion, because he's not a sleep doctor, but he said, him looking at it, he said he doesn't think I have sleep apnea. I don't know if the neurologist is going to contact me or not. And I don't know why I felt like that was so long ago. That was like a month ago. Because when he looked at the date, and they just got the results like 3 weeks ago, he said. No. He said like 3 days ago they just got the results in. And I'm like, what? And when he looked at the date, when I did the sleep study, it was like a month ago. And it did say results will be ready in 3 days, but it was an outside provider, and they have to send this stuff to the VA hospital. So that we're not going to do our brows because we're going to cover up the brows. We're going to go ahead and take the paint pot. I'm going to go in with this brush because we're doing. The reason I'm doing this side with the black eye is because I have this bag right here, and it'll be easy just to do the one color versus doing different lines and stuff, or maybe not, I don't know, but that's what we're going to do. Well, let me prime the eye. I'm excited, Tanya. This was a good one. Where's my eye primer? Yo, I'm tripping. We're actually also going to use this base, which is probably unnecessary since we're putting this on it. Are we going to use this? We're going to use this. So I don't know. You know what? I apologize, y'all. I know I'm like all over the place. I'm going to put this across my laptop keyboard. And yes, this is clean, but it's stained. Stuff be staining around these here parts. So we're going to put that on top of the keyboard. Okay. Prime the eye. I'm white knuckling it until the 16th on the big project I have with my. I will be so glad, Janessa. And I know it's been rough. Like that new person y'all got. Sending you all the good vibes. I think this is, you know, I know it's not empty. Y'all know these tubes from way back in the day. So I'm squeezing it and just trying to get, excuse me, product out of there. So when I got home, did I go back to sleep? Yeah, I did go to sleep. I was supposed to have a house guest. They got caught up, so they didn't come. So I went back to sleep. I woke up, it was like 10 o'clock last night, something like that. Then I was up till like 8 o'clock this morning. And I slept all day like usual. Got up and we're here. 5 more days. Yes, we're all rooting for you. I fucking hate that. But that saying. What, y'all? I know we talked briefly, and so did Janessa, about the documentary. There was this girl. I'm saying girl because she looks way younger than me. She did a video, and it was about that. She said she was going to talk about blah, 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 blah. And then she said what she had watched was like a few of the clips on YouTube from other people. She hadn't actually watched like the entire documentary. So I'm just like, and then she said something like that, you know, they knew what they were signing up for, blah, 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 blah. And I clicked off the video because there was SA involved. The one with the one who was labeled a cheater, and then the one where the male dancer kept touching her. That's SA too, if y'all don't know. People touching you in certain places without consent. And so I clicked off because I'm like, okay, I don't care how young you are. You sign a modeling contract or to be on a show. That's not an agreement. Did I just stall on y'all end? That's not an agreement to be SA. And so I just clicked off because I'm just like, no. And there was one comment, and they were like, yeah, and I'm just like, what the hell? So I don't think the other person watched it either, because how can you say somebody knew what they were signing up for? Like, who signs up for that? So I clicked off. Last night, I watched the dignified transfer of the 7th soldier that was killed. And I had never watched one before. We're about to have a storm. I just heard thunder. And they did say we're going to have a lot of rain over the next couple of days. As if it hasn't been raining. But anyway, they were supposed to have a storm. It wasn't MSN Now. It was another news channel. And what I appreciate was they silenced it. So it was just very You know how they do a moment of silence, but they didn't say that's what they were doing. And so they were like giving orders in the video, you know, because they were marched up. You carry all of that stuff. And when you salute, and I did do the salutes. I keep freezing on my end. Oh shit. I did do the salutes, and I did cry a lot because it was just very, it was very sad. It was very sad, and it's senseless. And then of course I'm thinking about, you know, the children, you know, the school that was attacked, and I'm just like, it is just so senseless. And so it was very hard to watch, but I did watch it. I'm trying to toggle. Why are you not cooperating? And friggin' PD and JD, they should have had a dry run rehearsal. They weren't walking in step with anybody else. And what did Pete used to be in the military? Like, they weren't walking in step with the military personnel. They weren't standing properly. So that kind of irritated me too, because I thought that Pete used to be in the military, so he should know how to friggin'. Y'all, the rain is coming. Oh my gosh. Do y'all hear that? Sounds like a fan. Do y'all hear it? If y'all hear that, that's the rain and the wind outside. I have my balcony door open. Let me know if y'all can hear that. Oh my word. Do y'all hear, like, let me know for real if y'all can hear that, because damn. No? Yeah, it's a big black eye. Oh my gosh. More thunder. So Janessa hears it. You hear it now, says Janet. CM says, yeah, wow. And my balcony door is not right where I'm sitting at. It's like across the room. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. If we black out, y'all, I'll try to come back. It would be a shame for this one because, damn, I'm glad I went out when I went out. I had my breakfast and it was like thunder. Hey, Alexandra, it's okay. Hey, Rita, it just started like 2 minutes ago. I heard thunder and then all of a sudden, just, damn. And I don't know why I'm looking over there like I can see outside because it's my balcony, but oh my gosh. I hear it hitting the building over it, y'all. So I had my oatmeal. We're going to take this black. We're going to put that over this just to kind of set it. That is crazy. Wow. So I had my regular breakfast of oatmeal with Vietnamese cinnamon, and it was like 7:35. I said, you know what? Let me just go to the mailbox, and then I had the last of my groceries. When I go grocery shopping at BJ's, there's no way for me to bring. Did y'all just hear that? Y'all hear that thunder? And that's rolling thunder. Y'all, for some reason, I'm getting nervous. And I'm not afraid of like storms, but I don't know what it is. I'm just like, why this? It is good sleeping weather. Damn. Oh, you know, I ain't set my face with from the foundation, which is tacky, so I'm gonna have to do that. Damn. And so it was like 7:35, and I was like, oh, let me just go. Y'all, this is loud. There's no way for me to bring up all of my groceries at one time because I live on the 3rd floor, as most of y'all know, and I'm not able to carry a lot of weight because of my disability. So last night after I got up, I did go down and get some more stuff, and I brought up the last of it today. Went to check my mailbox, got that stuff. Got the last of my groceries. I'm glad I did. Y'all, that is nuts. And I'm leaving this like this. Yep, thunder. I love to sleep when it's raining and thunder. Man, no, there is no elevator. And the stairs come right to your door. Well, not to your door, but... And that's why I like where I live at, because I don't have to go into a building to get to my apartment. You just walk up to your door. Yeah, so there's no elevator. And so whatever needs to be refrigerated or frozen, that's the stuff I bring up. And I make sure not to get too much of it, because I know I cannot make more than just that one trip coming up here. I'm not able to go back down and then come back up. And that was my issue with, yo, I just hit pan. Look at that little hole in there. Oh shit, lightning. Y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I know I'm all over the place, but I think because it happened so fast, like it just came, not to say out of nowhere, but. So we're going to leave this looking like this. Well, you know, maybe to wash that bird poop off my car. When I was leaving the VA hospital, a bird had pooped on my car. On my window. My driver's side passenger window. No, how's the driver's side passenger side? The driver's side, oh, lightning. That was close. That was close. Why did my computer just shut down? I have it plugged in and shouldn't have shut down. I'm kind of scared, y'all. And I don't know why, because I've never been afraid of storms. So I'm kind of just feeling trippy right now. Damn. We're going to... There is more we're going to do to this eye. We're going to just put 1 or 2 colors on this lid. Oh, this is nuts. I think all 2-story or more buildings should have elevators. Regular buildings, yes, they need to be ADA accessible. But excuse me. But this is not. And I did pick this apartment, so sometime I used to think about moving down on the 2nd floor, and so I was talking to, this was years ago, talking to the neighbor that lived down there, and she said, don't do it. I was like, why? She said, you can tell if they have kids, you can tell if they have pets. I was just like, oh my gosh, because she was saying it is so noisy. Because she said you could tell when the kids be jumping off the furniture, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. She said, don't do it, don't do it. And I'm so used to being quiet here, well, except for when it's really windy, because then it sounds like it's somebody upstairs wandering around. But or when the rain is beating on the building. But other than that, like, it is pretty quiet up here. I'm putting primer stuff down here. So we're going to put shadow down here. We may cover it up, I'm not sure yet. Y'all, this rain is nuts. So yeah, it'll clean my car. And I hadn't taken it to the car wash since before it snowed. And so then it was, you know, how you have that salt debris on your car. Yeah. So we're going to go into Bog Witch. And what are we taking? I only want to use 1 or 2 colors. I think I did say that. We're going to... This is good sleeping weather, though. I'm going to take 2 colors. I'm going to use Hourglass number 3 brushes. Yo, it is like a for real storm, like the thunder and all of that. I'm going to take this shade. This shade is Lichen Elixir. Oh. We're going to put that, and we're probably going to cover this up. So since I went to the VA hospital yesterday, I circled back afterwards. Well, afterwards I went to BJ's, because that's on the way, that's like a block from the VA hospital in the direction of going to the highway to come home. So I got gas from BJ's. Then I went in BJ's and got groceries. And then I circled back to Main Dish, which is the Jamaican place I told y'all about before that the neurologist was telling me about. And that's on the other side of the street. And so I circled back, went there, and had already asked my neighbor, I'm like, I'm going to the VA hospital. You want anything from Main Dish? So that's going to be the pattern whenever I have. How much is gas in your area? At BJ's, it was like 283, I think. I think it was 283. So we're going to put that brush down. Then we're going to take this shade. This shade is Grotesque Grotto. That's another thing that's been irritating me. And this isn't directed at you, Tanya, at all. But on the news, it's like gas prices, gas prices, gas prices. I don't want to hear shit about no damn gas prices. People are fucking dying, including children. So is that the price of a life? You know what I'm saying? And so that's been irritating to me too. I don't want to hear shit about gas prices. I do know it's important. I do know the world economy is you know, whatever, but I did that to myself. You can easily get fit. Okay. Good for you. If you're going to be pleasant, you can stay. If you're not, you can go. But that was kind of a silly question because you see me doing my makeup. So to ask who did this to me, I don't know if you were trying to be funny or not, but yo, this storm is no joke. So I'm glad I went out when I did. 329 there. At Wawa around here, it's I'm going back to the first brush. Not adding more shadow right now. Wawa gas shot up. Because it was like 303, and when I looked yesterday, we are going to take some more of that first shade. It was like 343, so that jumped up like 40 cents. Yo, it's a lot of lightning happening. It's a lot of lightning happening. This is cute, and we're going to end up covering most of this stuff, I do feel like. I don't know what CUH means. I don't know if I want to know what it means. So the video of the dignified transfer, I sent it to a fellow vet, and I said, you might not want to watch this because it was really hard to watch. And I said I did cry a lot, and I did do the salutes because it was 2 different times they did salutes. Let me keep that here. Okay. What do we want to do first? There's a lot of detail in this book, Tanya. I need to set the face. That's what I need to do first. Where's my Fashion Fair powder? Because usually it's sitting right here, but I've been moving stuff. Where? I'm gonna just use one of these translucent powders. Where the hell? And I'm gonna just. Where the hell is it? We're gonna use the CC Beauty one because have I used this? I have used it, but not on myself. So we're gonna use this one just to set the foundation. Is tacky. Where the hell is my let the butterfly out of his cocoon? We getting there. It does come with a puff, but I don't use it. Actually, I'm gonna just put some on here. I don't know how much I need to do my face to set my foundation. That is not enough. Why do you not want to come out? Why I feel like I'm powdering donuts. You know what I reminded myself of doing that? Flowers in the Attic. The books were so much better. Usually the books are better than the movies. in the book, no, in the movie, the mom had been powdering the poisoning. The poison was the powder. So I don't know if it was arsenic powder or whatever it was in the donuts that she was giving her kids. And because the older kids wanted the two younger ones were twins. Because they wanted them to have the treat, the two older ones was letting the twins both eat 2 cookies because it was one for all of them. And so then one of the kids died, and then the other one got sick, and they were like, "Wait a minute." But are y'all familiar with that old movie? Tanya's V.C. Andrews. I like to read. My favorite book. I don't have a favorite book. My favorite genre to read is suspense and horror. When I was younger, I was an avid Stephen King fan. I had all of his books when I was like 20 something, and then I kept moving around, so I'm like, I can't be taking all these books everywhere I go. So then I got rid of his books. The last few years I've been buying a few more. I'm reading a book now by, I want to say his name is J. Rowlands, and it's like one of those espionage type books, and it's taken me a while to get through it. I got it from the VA hospital because they have a stand where it says take a book, leave a book, and it looked really interesting. And so I took 2 of his. Y'all, them suckers is like this thick, hardback. The first one I did read, and now I'm reading this one. And then after I read the first one, I did take it back, and I left it. And when I was leaving the hospital, I saw that it was gone already. So somebody took it. And so I do like how they have that. Leave a book, take a book, or not. So I'm going to put the puff back in here. If I don't have a favorite author, I used to read a lot more. I think I want to go ahead with this black just to see how I'm feeling about it, because from Graftopian. Yo, this story. I was just about to question myself if I should, excuse me. I think I want to use one of these brushes. So, yeah, they're very formulaic because she only wrote that first series, Flowers in the Attic, My Sweet Audrina, and then the first book next series, and then she's like, oh. Yeah, because it was 4 of them. It was like Flowers in the Attic, Petals in the Attic, something, 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 and something else. This powder is translucent, but it's making me, I look ghastly. And I can tell because this is still kind of glowy, and it is a matte powder. But, all right, so we're going to dip this in water, and we're going to, you know what? I had a dropper, a water stopper thing. That would have been great for this because this is like super dry. Like this. So I'm swirling. Yeah, when I was younger, I read all of those, and it was me and one of my aunts. I have a lot of aunts. My mom was 1 out of 7, and so was my dad. So we would swap out and trade books. And so like she would read it, like one of the books, and then she would give it to me, and then like I would read it and then give it back. And also I used to read a lot of the Hardy Boy, Nancy Drew mystery books when I was younger. And I remember when my mom used to take us to the library, well, me to the library. Like if the maximum to take out was like 6 books, I would take out 6 books, and I would read a book a day. And then so every week I was going back getting different books. Did I just flicker again, y'all? This weather. Who is your favorite author? Who has said that? They gotta go. Okay, wait. Okay. There was a series of books out when I was in my early teens, and you can pick the outcome of the story, and you can turn to different pages. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the Attic series was dark. Yeah, and it was 4 of them. Oh hey, Deidre, how are you? They got a ghostwriter that just copied the story over and over again. I'm sitting here like, why are my lips dry? Why y'all ain't tell me? You know, this is okay, but it is like, it's super dry. It is super dry. Yo, it is lightning. More water. You read books by Sidney Sheldon during the 1970s. Let me know if y'all hear that thunder, y'all. This is, it's like, where did you come from? What am I looking at? This is super dry. But that to me means that it should stay a while. That's what I'm telling myself. Is it dry? It did dry down. Okay. It dried down. Alright, we're going to leave. I think this is kind of going to be it for that. I read what was required in English. LOL later in life, I became an avid reader of mostly psychology or so forth. I cannot read fiction. It drives me nuts. I like horror stuff. I can say I was disappointed at when I read The Haunting of Hill House, because I loved the series. Y'all, it scared me. I was jumping at my shadow in my mirror. I really was. It scared me. And so I read the story, and I'm like, the story is completely different than the show. And I was just like, why they do that? I was upset. When I'm looking over here, I'm looking at the picture. I was upset. I'm just like, how? Like, what? I was upset. Because I thought it was going to be the same. And so, honestly, I wasn't upset. I was confused. Because I was like, okay, who are these? Because they had the same character names, but the character wasn't the same character as in the show. Like, it was just completely different. The same names, but like the roles were different. The family connections were different, whatever. I was confused. I was very confused. Because I was expecting it to be like the movie, because the TV show, it was a series on Netflix, and it still is on Netflix, and I was really hoping for season 2, and then COVID came, and so a lot of stuff that was going to get made just didn't, and I don't know if they were going to make another one or not, but I was just like, why they do that to me? Why they change all of that? So I didn't enjoy the book. If I read it again, I probably would, like, just accepting it for what it was. But because my expectation was it was going to be like the book, and it wasn't, that's why I didn't like it. So I'm not saying it wasn't good. I was expecting something different. And so that's a me thing, not the book thing. Because I was expecting something else. I need to put more water in here. This is like super dry. If I read it again, I might like it. Accept it for what it is. Now we're going to put this down. Are we finished with this? No, not yet. Not yet. This is the fun part, just like doing weird shit. On my face, on my face. On my face. Because I know I like to paint the face. Oh, thank you, Deidre. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Okay. Come over to the butterfly side. Welcome to the Crazy Troll Nation. I'm going to do the intro, Deirdre, so you know why I call this the Crazy Troll Nation. The crazy is knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique because that's what somebody's telling you in whatever video that you're watching. Here, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features. Need more water. So I'm tapping the brush in here in the water and then swirling it in the paint. Here we believe in self-acceptance and self-love. We embrace our natural features. You're welcome. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Oh man, she's excelling now that she found us. We accept our natural features. We enhance them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's what the Crazy Troll Nation is. That's what we stand for. I know I got quiet. Two things about me. Emily! Hey girl, I remember you. How have you been? Two things about me. Sometimes I curse because sometimes I curse. And another thing about me is there's an organism named Bruce that lives in my throat. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Who likes to randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch during videos, and particularly in live streams. I try to be aware of him to say excuse me, so if you hear something and I don't say excuse me for whatever reason, I just was not aware. So forgive us ahead of time. This dries out so fast. So that's about me. That's what the Crazy Troll Nation is. That's what we stand for. And that's how we roll over here. Just wear whatever you want to and just rock it. Good trying to find free time for you to watch. Ooh, really? 2? Ooh. It has been a while. Because I remember it was an infant before. Well, not it. Your baby was a newborn. It's been 2 years? Wow. These 2 looks, one on each side, were requests from a channel member. Thank you, Janessa. That's one of the perks of channel membership, requesting specific looks. Yes. I missed the question. Thank you. What am I doing? Yes, channel membership. If you click join, it won't join you. It'll show you the perks. And one of the perks is members get to make a request. And so Tanya requested that I paint my whole face because they know I love painting my face. I love just doing just trying new things and just, you see what I'm doing. And so Tanya requested that I paint my face a butterfly. And because this is the Crazy Troll Nation, I said, well, can I troll it out? Because sometimes the request is just do it how it is. And sometimes they're like, troll it out and do what you do. So me trolling it out is doing a split face where one half is one look and the other half is the look that they requested. And so that's what we're doing. And I'm excited. And part of me is surprisingly, I'm not nervous. And I think I started with this. I know I can do a black eye. And so maybe that's why. So I started with what I'm familiar with, just painting just weird shit on my face. We're going to close this up for no, we're not. I think I'm going to keep these. And the PAO is really long. Inglad's PAO, y'all, is 9 months. And I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with 9 months? Especially if I'm not doing a lot of creative looks. So I know I got quiet again. This is dry. This, but it does dry down, which is good. All right, we're gonna put this away. I know. Every time I think I'm done with this black, I'm not done with the black. Excuse Bruce. Absolutely. Let me scroll back up. Excuse me. And channel membership is $2.99 a month. It may be a little more depending on taxes or your. Sometimes I'm hesitant to start in the butterfly side. What was I saying? Oh, or your payment of method, your payment method may cause it to be a little bit higher. It depends, because somebody was saying like Apple Pay, they charge a fee or something like that. But it's $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. And we just did a members live stream yesterday. No, Monday. I was reminded yesterday of why I don't do live streams anymore. Like on days when I have appointments. Y'all, when I came home, I crashed out. I was done. I got in the bed. Because last year, like, I would have pushed it. And I did tell myself I'm going to take better care of myself this year. And so part of that is just pacing myself better and not pushing myself too much. All right, so we're going to put that down. We're going to put that brush. Do I have an empty container for brushes? When I move stuff, y'all, I be so throwed off. Y'all like, girl, you be throwed off anyway. I know. Stop judging me. So we're going to take another one of those brushes. So even though this came in that, how did you say it? What in the white hell label bullshit is this? Or something like that, she said. And that's where that brush is from. So those brushes are coming in handy. I don't want that one. I want another one like the one I just had. These are all my liner brushes. Excuse me for that glare. All right. Here's another one. I want one that's pointed. Yeah, there were like 3 in here that's almost the same. This one, and I don't know why. And then this one, excuse me for smacking, has a different tip color. Like I don't understand like why. And then there's this one. And I can tell which one, excuse me, were from the kit because like they're indiscriminate. Like there's no markings or anything on it. I think we're going to. Oh, this is one of them too. Oh no, it's not. This is from Lethal, and it is stained. The bristles used to be white, so we're going to use that since it's stained already. We're going to. We're not done with the black. Hey, Grace. Trying to find a handful. Woo, and the other one is a teen. Whoa. Yeah, for the membership, you can cancel anytime. I don't do members only live streams often because when I do it, I want it to be special. And so I'll ask about something I want to do and if it should be like members only, and they'll say yeah. Because I don't want to just be doing a bunch of like random stuff. And I also don't want to overwhelm people with more and more content because I get overwhelmed. And for me, sometimes it's hard to keep up. And so I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to make it difficult to keep up. We're going to lay down some color. Thank you, Grace, for the floating heart. We're going to lay down some colors, and then we are going to go back with the black and make lines. And so if you don't know, thank you, Grace. This is the butterfly over here. going to take this white, which is stained with whatever color. Y'all see that kind of tannish go up there. Thank you, Grace. Grace is always saying something. Thank you. And a flower. Ooh, and a brush. And a floating heart. I'm going to run down who else is on YouTube on here. Deidre, sorry. There's a Deidre somewhere, but you're Deidre. Grace, she has a makeup channel. She has a fashion channel. She's here right now on her fashion channel. You know what? I did have a dropper over here, and then I forgot why I had it here. And now I'm like, this is why I had it here. Because it is easier just to do a dropper to put water in here, because it seems like it takes so much to get the color. You know what? This whole thing is blacked out, and then it's the white dots. So back to the black. Emily does videos on here. Grace, she has a fashion channel, and she has a makeup channel. Janessa J. Champagne, she does drag makeup in hauls. She's been doing a lot of lives lately, which I'm loving, when I can make it, because when I sleep, I wake up every 90 minutes or so. So if I see a notification that she's live, I will click on it and hope I can stay awake until it's over. And if not, then I'll just, put it back on later. So she does videos on here. So if you like looks that are different than the mainstream YouTube, you're in the right place. Grace does looks that are different too, bold color combinations and things like that. Who else? Lock Maiden isn't here. She's probably lurking. Hey, Charlene. She's probably lurking, because we're a multitasking bunch. So she may be here. She does she does really eloquent looks, and then sometimes she'll do like creative looks where she'll just paint the whole face, and I'm just like, oh my god, like that is amazing. And I was watching her video yesterday, and her channel being Lock Maiden, because she has micro locks. I watched her video yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, where she retightened them, and it's her 6th year having locks, and I am just amazed. Number one, of the arm strength, retightening all the locks, and just the dedication, and I love it, because hers, one thing I can't stand, you see somebody with dreads or with locks, and all you see is just like where their roots are. It's just like it's just like what is the word? It is just a matted mess. Hers are not like that. You can see her scalp, like depending on how she parts it, like when she's showing us her locks, like it is very neat, it's very organized, and much respect to her for that, because it does take a lot of time, and I love it. Much respect. Much respect to her for that. But she does really amazing looks. Who else is in here? Thank you, Janet. I don't know what it was. I'm trying to click to see if I can even see what it says, but it's not allowing me to do that. Because sometimes... That was funny. I was curious what it said. That was funny. I appreciate them noticing I cut my hair. I retouched it. I refreshed. I refreshed my buzz cut a couple days ago. Might have been Sunday. Who else in here? Janet does looks on Instagram. Tanya does looks here. And I can't pick with her anymore because she has stopped on videos for a while. And so I would always pick with her in my live streams, like, yeah, when you going to start doing videos again? Deidre, she started doing videos like almost every day, and I'm just like, damn. And so I got to find something different to pick with her about. um, who else? Who else does makeup looks here or just videos here? Feel free to put in the chat like what y'all do, because I am drawing a blank. I've been trying to get Dawn forever to at least do shorts. You know, something. Dawn's been here a long time and she ain't do videos yet, which is fine. Is it really though? This is pretty. Because here I'm just looking at where I'm dotting it, but when I look here, I'm looking at, I like it. And then I'll do something where I can be like, oh, hell, I done messed up. Who else? There's a bunch of us in here. What else? I'm drawing a blank. Ooh. I'm just scrolling through the chat. Emily does videos on here. Janet's on Instagram. Hey, where my boo thing at tonight? Well, the storm sounds like it calmed down. I don't know why I was feeling scared earlier, because I'm not afraid of storms. I think I just might have been sensitive because I was just talking about the dignified transfer, and that was so hard for me to watch. Oh my gosh, I was crying, bawling. Yeah, but I did both the salutes, and I held the salutes as long as they held their salutes. I had never watched the dignified transfer before, so it was really, yeah, but I don't know why, because I've never been anxious about storms before. And like I don't even feel that way right now either, so it kind of came and just went. So I'm just wondering, like, where did that come from? Because and I don't deal with anxiety. I can say, due to my upbringing and being black in America, I am sometimes hyper vigilant, like when I'm out and about, because yeah, if you're black in America, you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't deal with anxiety though. Whatever's left in this brush. Her channel name is, yes, Enamored Beauty. Is she in here? Enamored Beauty. Her name is Sons of Ray. She gifted memberships, and I received one of them. So that was really cool. Sons of Ray does a, I think I need a slimmer brush. I need, not need, but want. We're going to take this one. So put that in the water, put that in here. I want to just come like straight down. Sons of Ray does a lot of stuff. She does makeup, of course, too. I feel like she does a lot of lives, but I don't know if I'm remembering incorrectly. Dipping the brush in the water. I know I got quiet, y'all. got quiet. I'm usually replay crew for Sons of Ray's lives because she does 3 different times. Like one is like 9 something in the morning, one is 2 something, and then one is later in the day. On different days, of course. And so I usually miss hers because I'm nocturnal, and so I'm still sleeping. Still sleeping. So I'll just watch the replay and try to remember to comment because I watch a lot of YouTube. I mostly watch YouTube from on my phone. No, I said that wrong. The majority of YouTube I watch is on my TV. So then I just need to remember to go back and leave a comment on my phone. And I keep getting quiet. There are certain things that when I'm doing them, I have to stop talking and do it unless it's my lips. I keep talking while I'm doing those, which is best. It took me forever to be like, you know what, Dion, stop talking when you're doing your lips, because. And I'm like, why was that such a hard lesson to learn? Like, why? What is happening? Um, yeah, I'll be doing that too. And I'll be like, well, all right, girl, just be quiet. And my lip line is already crooked, so like talking when I'm doing my lips doesn't help at all. This is cute. I think it's cute. Let me toggle really quick. Oh boy. Okay. The storm has passed. I don't hear the rain, which doesn't mean it's not raining. It's not windy anymore. I don't hear the wind. Excuse me for smacking. I don't hear any lightning. See lightning, rather. And I don't hear any thunder. I don't like that. So who else in here does stuff? I didn't like that white line I put right there. That's why we put black over it. All right, let's get into this wing. Am I missing something? Do I not have a green from Graftopian? Yellow, red, black, blue, and white. And I'm not going to be mixing as far as like the black and the, not the black, the white and the, I'm going to use this palette from Makeup Forever. This is their Artist Color Palette. And we're going to be using these 2 shades right here, the green and the yellow. And a little bit of the blue up here. So we have about 2 of these. Let me find another one that's kind of similar to that. And after we do the design, we are going to, unless I forget, we are going to go back and put some definition for the wing in there. Because there are some lines. What type of brush am I looking for? Flat brush. Do I want to use this brush? I don't know where the hell this brush came from. Like, this sucker is thick. Like, where? Yes, I was not prepared today. And I was excited for it. I was looking at the pictures again last night. We're going to take this brush. These are creams, so I don't need water for this. So we're going to start with the blue. So we're just going to just swipe it. And we're going to go ahead and swipe both sides. Because we are, I hope this is dark enough. If not, we'll put some black over it. Oh, hell. Are you serious? Like, where are you? I'm like, oh, it's dark enough. Like, where? Oh, boy. It's looking gray on my skin. Like a blue gray. Maybe I'm not picking up enough. That was a nice storm. I hope it cleaned off my car from the salt from when we had snow. Yo, I seldom take my car to the car wash. I wait for hard rain like that to clean my vehicle. Hopefully, I wash that bird poop off my car. Went into the VA hospital. The windows looking nice and clean. Came out. I'm like, oh, damn bird and shit on my window. The driver's side, back window. This why is this hard to use? Can I see? If I do this way, I can. Wait a minute, let me turn the brush this way. Thank you, y'all, for being here. I do appreciate it. And Tanya, I do appreciate this request. When I was initially looking at pictures, I was just like, oh, like all the colors and the designs. And I'm just like, and then I'm like, wait a minute, can I do that? Because there were some where both eyes were the same. And I'm like, y'all know I like messiness. And so that's when I asked you if I control it out. And you said, yeah. And I was so excited. Because y'all know I control some stuff out. When I say troll it out, for the new folks in here, that means just adding my own flair. And I do like messy makeup. Like, even though we have like sharp lines, I do just, it's just fun for me, like just doing stuff, like just putting stuff on my face and not always being concerned with, is it perfect? Is it precise? Just have fun. And so when I say troll it out, that's what I mean. It's like putting my own little spin on it. And so when she said yes, I was just like, awesome. Awesome. The Skinny Queen says that too. She's like, troll style. This is my request. Troll it out. I'm like, okay, I could do that. And I do that. But it is just like so much fun for me. This is a lot of work though. But it's a butterfly. Can I get in here? We're going to switch to, wait a minute. Put some of this there. Are you pulling off the black? Maybe I need a smaller brush. I'm glad it didn't kick us off, because when it was lightning and thundering, and I did stall a few times on my end. So I was thinking, oh, hell. I'm trying to think of what they're talking about. Oh, that protective solid. Yeah. And I seldom take my car to the car wash. So hopefully, well, I'm pretty sure it's clean now, because that was some hard ass rain. And when it rains hard like that, it doesn't last long. It never lasts long. I'm not. I think I need a different brush. Okay, put that brush down. Then we're going to take. Do I want a wider brush? I don't have that much space though. I'm going to take this brush and we're going to go into the green. This shade right here. Janessa, have you used your palette like this one yet? This black has a hole in it already. I hit pan on that quick. I was just like, okay, wait a minute. Don't tell me I'm going to be using this up super fast. We're going to pull this up into the blue. Because y'all know butterflies having a lot of colors. And I need to do something with my brow. I do know that. I don't like it when I'm quiet, but the hell? So for the Jamaican food yesterday, I got oxtails again. Oh man, it's so good. So far I've had the oxtails. That's the first thing I got before was oxtails and the curry goat. Oh my word, it was so good. And my neighbor this time, and I have my neighbor and her mom went, and she had asked me what I wanted, and I got jerk chicken. Oh, that was so good. Oh my gosh. And always rice and peas and cabbage. Always. So I got the oxtail again. Because I told myself I was going to try their saltfish. But then when I got there, I was just like... And it said cook to order. And I'm like, I don't really want to be in here that long. Because I was already tired from being up earlier than usual. So I'm like, oxtails. Y'all, the meat be falling off the bone. I'm just like, oh my gosh. It's like so good. Now we're going to take the yellow. And I had asked my neighbor like what she had wanted, and she said one curry chicken patty or whatever patty they have and plantains. And so I did try one of her plantains. It was okay. By the time I tried it, it was cold, and so I was like, maybe if it was warm I would like it better. But she really liked it. She said I asked her would she order it again, and she said yeah. So that's the tell right there if somebody would order something again. But I do think if it was warm, I would have liked it better, I think. The flavors were definitely there. It was just cold by the time I ate it. I should have scooped some of this on a palette because that green is transferring in here. So then I just have to like swipe it harder to get to the yellow. So maybe one day, like if I'm there and I'm dining in, maybe I'll get the saltfish. I don't think I've ever even had saltfish before. What am I looking? Oh, they're right there. And they do have a jerk chicken patty and a curry chicken patty. So that's what she wanted. Oh, that patty says $4. She said it was really thin too. So I'm just like, what? She said it was good though. So that would be like a snack. I want to do some more colors. We're going to go back to that blue again. And we're just going to not make it look quote unquote perfect. Because y'all know how butterflies, the colors is just there. And sometimes it is just a lot of different colors. We're going to go back to the black. Do I want to use the black in here? No, we're going to use the black that we've been using. I definitely need to do something with my brows. We're going to take this. This is NYX Vivid Rich. For those who are new here or newer, every black eyeliner I've used my inner rims has irritated my eyes. And so that's why we're using a brown. I don't think I need any at the top. Oh, I love the way that golden green looks. Becoming a gorgeous wing. Thank you. And we are going to put some black lines in it for like the folds in the wings. And then we still got more to do on the lower half of the face. I don't like how the light keeps changing. And I know it's like where my hand is in front of this light. So do excuse me for that, because I can see it flickering. The other side, we're going to, ooh, Hung Vango shows up really good. We're going to take this from Hung Vango. I thought it was blue for a moment. This is the green one. Y'all, these colors. This is the blue ones. We're going to take the green one. And we're going to put this on our inner rim at the bottom. Hey, Skinny Queen. This is Tanya's look. She wanted me to do a butterfly on my face, and she said I can troll it out. So this is the troll side, obviously. Hung Vango Beauty, they do have a black kohl liner, but again, it's black. And every kohl liner I've tried has irritated my eyes. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to even get that one. Yeah, my granddaughter's really excited for you to do it. I'm excited for that too. And I remember saying that was the perfect opportunity to use the Graftopian water activated paints. And I have used the black and the white one tonight. But it's only 5 colors. Yellow, it's the primary colors. Yellow, red, blue, white, and black. And for that look, there was, one of them was like black and green, and one was like black and blue. Well, we do have a blue. Or was it a purple? The black and purple one. But I remember too, you put that the second picture. And so that's the one that we are going to do. I'm excited for that one. I was excited for this one too. I'm starting to sweat, y'all. Back to the black. Back to the black. I gotta do something with my brow. Ooh, ink black. Can I get you out of here? I'm not having problems. So I'm gonna put this in my brows. I need another brush. Needs another brush. I'm just gonna take this brush. And y'all, when I put this Inglot in my brows, I have to scrub to get it out. When this dries, it dries. Janessa, do you use Inglot? Like when you're doing like your show makeup? Cause it ain't gonna move. Ooh, do I like this? Do I wanna see if it's MAC? I think I do not like putting Inglot under my eye because it is so dry. So beautiful and intricate thing. Thank you, Tanya. I'm thinking if I want to put this here because that'll balance out the line up there. But y'all, this, I really do like Inglot. But because I have wrinkles and whatnot, thank you for the hearts. Like it is, and it's not the worst thing trying to get off. But I would just rather not. Especially under here because of my wrinkles in my back. So I don't want to be tugging and pulling on that area. I'm starting to sweat, y'all. Sweat. I'm going to make this a little bit thicker because the top line is thicker. And I will say this too, Tanya. This is not what the look looks like. I mean, the concept, yes. But I've been doing a lot of extra stuff. Do I want to... Damn it, I don't... that little fit that I just had was whether or not I really wanted to put this on my upper lash line. I think that does work for this stuff, man. Girl, put a drop the door line in there so I don't have to be struggling with it. But it's like once I start doing something, it's like I don't want to stop to do something else, even though it would make it easier if I put a drop a door line in it. Thank you for the heart. That's cute. I'm not going to put any underneath my lower lash line, but we're going to bring we're going to put that hung vango under there. And she doesn't have this. It does look like her inner rims are done. We're going to take that green and put this under here. Which looks blue. I've been telling y'all, this looks blue to me sometimes. Oh, I think her eyelashes trying to get in my eyeball. Back to the black. We're going to make some lines for the folds in the wing. And then we're going to do some stuff here. This side is just basic. We might just put it, I want to do a gloss. We'll get there. Oh, I just saw something. Oh, hey, Sunzera. I was talking about you earlier. Thank you for the makeup brush because I was running down for new people in here and new subscribers tonight of like who does what and like who to watch. And so, yeah, I did mention you. Somebody else mentioned you first, though. I forget who it was. So we're going to take the same brush, dip that in water, put this in Graftopian. That could be the art design for eyeshadow palette. What, this? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for the fabulous work that you be doing. Where is that coming from? I'm looking at the lines and I'm seeing where they're coming from. Like, is it just like a random line or is it attached to something? And some are and some are not. Sunzera also has a membership. This is a member requested look. Sunzera, Tanya requested a butterfly. And I asked her if I can troll it out, and she said yes. So this is the troll outside. And this is the butterfly side. This is so much fun. And I really love these members' requests because it does, I mean, it's stuff that I would not typically do. You know what I'm saying? And so just to do it, it's just like, wow. She has more lines, but I think I might need a thinner brush. Which I do have. Am I going to take the time to get it though? Seems like I'm not, right? I think this is throwing it off from what it's supposed to look like. The way I put some of those lines. What else am I going to talk about? I don't know. don't know. I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I think that's actually kind of it for the wing. I think that's it for the wing. So we did not use this at all. So we're going to just put that down here. One side of the butterfly lip is just plain. It's a nude color. This is me wiping off some of the lip oil. Thank you, Tanya. I'm glad you like it. That's the most important thing for me, is if the person that requested it likes it. She has a very pale... I know what we're going to use. We're going to use Bare Crust. Even though her lip is lighter than that. Both of them have a matte lip. This is not matte. That's pretty, though. I'm going to use that one. I don't like that thing is noisy, but I like that... I'm not yelling. I like that everything doesn't fall over, because I would move one thing and everything would just fall over. So I do like that. We're going to put this one, which I think it'll look right. If not, we're going to pretend it does. And this was an accident too, but I actually like it there. Got this random black dot. This is also Quigley Blvd. This is called the shade name. Which way do the letters go? Above the line. Which is strange because it's a lip liner. So it's not like an eyeliner and you put above your lip, your eye line. Your lash line? Excuse me. And this is the darkest one. And I'm like, dude, seriously. Could have did darker than that. So we're gonna take, this is Rock Biter from Notoriously Morbid. That would be awesome for Halloween too. I love these requests, y'all, because my favorite part right now is this black and white outline of the wing. That right now is my favorite part. This, y'all know I love this, because y'all know, you know, I like black. But, and that was quite a bit, because we prime the eye, then we put this on it, then we put the paint pot on it, then we put eyeshadow on it. And I am glad that we did the white, because I like how that looks. They don't have that in the picture down here, but I do feel like the white marks here ties this in with the white over here. This looks like a bird. Does that look like a bird to y'all? To me, that looks like a bird. I just looked at that like, what? I'm gonna put this on. I'm thinking it was like a tan color. It's looking green. It makes it more cohesive. And both of the looks, both of these split face looks, one side is the wing and one side is a black eye. The one, the colors are more vibrant, more bold, and I think it's that yellow. But they both have like green and yellow, black, white, a little bit of blue. That one they bring out the yellow, like how I have the yellow on my lid, but it's more bold. This is more subdued, the other one. But both of them, I'll send you both these looks, Tanya. Definitely not, definitely not the same. And I like that. I showed somebody the Grinch look I did, which y'all know I love that friggin' look. I love that look. And they were like, this supposed to be the Grinch? I'm like, yeah. I said, I take a look and I make it my own, because that's like, okay, if I'm going somewhere and, you know, I have 5 different people say that they want a Grinch look, I don't want them all to look exactly the same. And so, but that's what people know. You know what I mean? They look at something and they associate it with what they're familiar with. And I'm like, yeah. And I know it was different because I had the lines coming down instead of the grin going up. Um, but I like making stuff my own because you can see what it should be, but then you see what it is and it's different than what's expected. You know what I'm saying? And I just love that. And when I do creative looks, what am I looking for? When I do creative looks, if the person says, you know, I want such and such, I'll say, do you want it exact or you want it original creation? They're like original creation. And I love that because make it your own. And that's one thing. One of these looks, I only can see to here on her lip look. The other one has some black coming back here. What I like about both of these pictures, and I did make it into a collage. So the pictures side by side, for both, like one, the black eye is here and the wing is over here. The other one, the black eye is here and the wing is over here. So looking at both the pictures, I can see, you know what I'm saying? I can see one of each at the same damn time. And I do like that. And that's something else that's another reason I chose this picture. This is NYX retractable lip liner. The color I want to say is Black Lips. Yes, Black Lips. Because sometimes you'll see a picture and because for both of them they're kind of like this, which means I'm not going to see the black eye. If the other one is like this, I'm not going to see the wing. You know what I mean? And so I was like, yeah, this is what you're going to do. We're going to do a black lipstick, of course. And then we're going to wait for it to dry and put some white for the teeth. I struggle with teeth. I don't know why. And I know it's just the shape. I'm toggling. Toggle. This is also from Notoriously Morbid. It's called Rune. I'm going to put this on this side. A thing popped up over here. Welcome to live chat. What? Do I not know I'm doing a live stream right now? And I'm looking here, I'm looking to see if it's straight. We're going to leave it. That's right. So I also have this out. We're not going to use that. We're going to do some work over here while we're waiting for this to dry, and then we're going to do our teeth. So we're going back to the black Graftopian. This water. We're mixing it again. I was looking just now to see, like, is it in line with my nose? And I think it is. The center of my nose. It's pretty cool. What am I doing? What are we doing? I need a bigger brush. If that light flickering is annoying you, I do apologize. Because it's annoying me. I can see it out the corner of my eye. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. And let's roll with it. Roll with it. Since we're doing our own thing anyway. I know I got quiet again. Dipping it back in the water. Has the storm stopped? Yes, it has. I don't even hear just regular rain anymore. Yeah, it is stopped. I kind of don't like this, but she does have like a line, and then you can see her actually is reverse of what she has. Because it's a line here, and then it's a line here where I did different. I want to put teeth all the way up here. Do I? Glad you didn't lose power, not because of live regulations. Yeah. I actually turned my thermostat off the other day. Yeah, we're gonna fill this in. Because the other day it was like 60 something degrees. And so I said I'll just turn the thermostat off. And I'm not turning it back on. So hopefully, that flickering y'all is driving me nuts. I apologize if it's driving you nuts. Gonna be some big ass teeth. I keep hitting down here by mistake. That's why this is getting wider and wider. Girl, just stop. Okay. Let's just bring this all the way here. You know what? Yeah. I did not intend to bring this all the way in, but there's gonna be some big ass teeth. Or are they like tusks? No, they're actually like teeth. There's gonna be some big ass teeth. Put some more water in here. Damn, y'all. Hour and 45, almost an hour and 45 minutes. I knew this was gonna be long because of all of the design. Okay, I'm gonna put the black down. Not yet. Just trying to line that up with the lip liner. It's crooked. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Okay. All right, now we're gonna make some snagger teeth. So we're gonna take the white. I'm wondering if I want to use something other than this. Is that dry yet? Not quite. Because if it's not dry, see if it's making, it's going to smear. And then this will be it. They both, excuse me, they both do have a false lash on. So we can put a magnetic over there. You got to notice in the mail that Tarte is having friends and family sale 35% off site-wide. Excuse me, and free shipping only online, no code. Ends at 11:59 p.m. on the 15th. Do you have a link, Tanya? I don't think I have a link for Tarte. I think I do. I have a Shop My link for Tarte. This is dry and patchy. This part is dry, this part isn't, but this is the last part that I just did. So we're going to do some white so-called teeth. They should use your links this time. I need to post it. Because I took a lot of links out of my description box. But actually, my Shop My link, period, just to my Shop My thing, if y'all click on that and you can find it. Because then I think the top bar is stores on my Shop My page. And so if you just click shop these websites, Tarte is in there somewhere. Tarte has a fake awake liner. What color is it, Janet? Yeah, the Shop My link is always under there, but I did take out a bunch of like just individual links. This is not creamy, so I'm not going to use this one. We're just going to use the white. And I do usually struggle with teeth. We're going to take that same brush. We're going to dip it in water. Put it in here. It just takes a lot of water to... And I had a dropper over here, and then I was like, why is this dropper here? This is why it was here. Okay, how the hell do you do teeth? I don't know. Let's mix it with the black. Red or beige, you think? If I remember, when it dries down some more, I'll go back and tap the white over it because this is mixing with the black. And now I gotta quiet again. That light flickering is irritating me. Interesting. And I do have a white eyeliner. Would that work? This is a big ass tooth. Usually they get smaller when you go back. They don't get bigger. Oh my gosh. This is funny. All right, I will catch the final look later. It's just this I have to turn Multitasking into single tasking. Yes, please do get that done so then you can breathe easy. Thank you for hanging out, Janessa. Yeah, it is fun. Thank you. Yeah, we are a multitasking bunch. Now to get the top tooth the same as the bottom tooth. Oh, this is oh, well, it's almost lined up the same. Some people do have crooked teeth. I have crooked teeth. These two at the bottom turn in. This one is this one has a crown on it. That's why it's flat at the top. And if y'all have crowns, you know what I'm talking about. Yo, this is funny. This ain't it, but you know what? I did another look where I did a jagged grin that I really liked. It was green and yellow. I did that when I was down at the space. Because I'm like, shit. I'm not doing anybody else's face. I do my own face. This is fun. Thank you, Tanya, for this request. Because there's usually something, actually, they're always something that I wouldn't just do. You know what I mean? And so this really challenges me and helps me just to do. When did this happen? Oh, I did that when I did the line. I'm going to say, when was that there? So I do appreciate that. This is not working. And I think because you can't see it, it's muddied with the black. So we're going to take a lipstick applicator and just like scoop out where it's gray from it mixing with the black. Damn, I'm scooping out a lot. Let's get another look. Oh, reconnecting. We're at an hour. Yeah, hour and 53 minutes and some seconds, like clockwork. This one time it didn't do that, and I was surprised. Because when I looked up, we were at like 158. And I'm just like, wait a minute, it didn't do the spin thing that it always does. I'm still scraping out the gray from where it mixed with the black. What else does Tarte have? And I don't even shop from Tarte. Damn it, I should have cleaned up. I didn't wipe the brush off, so that just made the paint gray again. So I'm gonna smoosh that brush in the water, get the color out of it, dry it off with this cotton round, and then take another sponge tip applicator to take the gray out. And since I just put that brush in there that had black on it because it mixed with the black on my face, so I'm just like scooping it out, the gray part. Dipping the brush in the water, putting it back in. All right, now we have just white. Tarte has lip products, eyeshadow palettes, blush. I remember when they came out with their Tarte clay line or something, because the clay is supposed to be good for your skin or something. Amazonian clay. They were putting in their blushes. They have mascara. I do like some of their mascaras. I never really cared for their eyeshadow. And also, I don't like my makeup to smell like food either. But, yeah, they have a full line of cosmetics. Lip products. put a lip gloss by mistake before, and it was a mistake because I didn't know it was a plumping gloss, and it was from Tarte. That shit burned my lips. I'm like, oh, fuck that. I took it back the next day. She was like, was there anything wrong with it? I said, yeah, it burns. She was like, oh, yeah, these ones do. Put it one day, put it on, took it back the next. And they have a full line of makeup. I think we're not going to do too much more. I'm trying to get this white. Tarte is mainstream, so I try a standout or unique product. Yeah, it is mainstream. Yeah. Yeah, they have a full line. I believe they're still sold at Sephora too, and Ulta, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder if I want to do something over here, but I think that would be team too much. Even if I just put lines. No, we're going to leave it. We're going to leave that like that. To me, it looks undone, but I think if I do something with it, it's going to look not going to look right. So we're just going to leave that like that. Practicing restraint, Janet. I'm going to go back with the black. I've been using a lot of this black tonight. This one does just have like random shit on her face. Mascara. Do we want to put a lash over here? This side it won't matter because you can't see it. I'm sure I tried that mascara or something, but nothing special. Yeah, it was just like regular. They have a better than sex mascara. I'm like, no, it's not better than sex. And if it is, you need a new partner. That's all I'm gonna say about that. They had another one that I liked too. Another mascara that I liked. I could have did without those. I thought it was okay, but it was just basic. I liked what it did for my lashes, but it was just basic. Like, it wasn't anything like I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely need to get that again. So it wasn't the worst I've tried, but it wasn't like the best either. So Tanya, you want a lash over here? Or is this it? So this is our butterfly. And this is the troll out. So this is it. Tanya, do we want a lash over here? I still have these here from yesterday. Do I want to fight with this one again? I'm going to put a magnetic one on there, even though that thing burns. I should just work with this one, because this one I think is bigger. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's do that one. That is, was that a Kiss Lash? Model. Yeah, I know, Skinny Queen. So this is the Kiss Glue. What are we gonna put on here? So I think yours is next, Skinny Queen, and then Michelle's. I need to check, and I do write the dates down of when y'all make the request. So that means this weekend I need to yeah, Tanya's. Yes, then Skinny Queen. No, Tanya's, then Michelle. So I gave her misinformation earlier because she made her request on the 4th. Skinny Queen, you made yours on the 5th. And then Janet made one on the 7th. So I gave her the wrong information. So next Tuesday is going to be Michelle's look. I had told her it'd be Thursday because I thought Skinny's was first, but it's not. So I need to message her to correct that. Write mine down. It's right here. This is Tanya's. This is Michelle. This is Skinny Queen's. And these two lines are what's separating it. So Tanya's, Michelle's, Skinny Queen, and then Janet. You know I had to write it down because y'all know my memory. Like, what the hell? Oh my gosh. Ah! That was so much easier than yesterday. Yesterday, this one went on easy, and then this side gave me problems. But, and it is true that the more I use them, like, the easier it gets. I want to kind of put mascara on because I can see a gap. But I like it. So, y'all, this is my butterfly troll out look. Request from Tanya. I do like these little white dots down here. And I like this look. I really do. This is nice. And I agree with you, Tanya. Doing the white dots here, it does tie it into over here. So the butterfly is actually facing down. So this is the head part, because the head part is always bigger than the body. I really like this look. This is really cool. Why am I scratching my hair like I just didn't cut it and wash it a few days ago? So this is the look. Tanya, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. And this fits even though that was a mistake. But you know what? It works. I really like this. Thank you to the replay crew. Thank you to the new subscribers, the new viewers. I just saw... How about Arts? You be gone. How about that? Thank you for supporting my channel by being here, watching, which gives me watch time, and commenting that helps me with engagement. So even though you were being snarky, like, you are really helping me, and I appreciate that. You should subscribe. Like, in all seriousness, go ahead and subscribe. Maybelline Falsify Waterproof Mascara, the only thing that keeps curl. Thank you, Skinny Queen. Yeah, Art is Dudley. You should subscribe. Watch more of my channels. Leave comments, all that good stuff, because that actually supports and helps my channel. This is giving you Day of the Dead or whatever holiday. Yeah, this side, right? Some of those looks are very intricate. And they're like bedazzled and all of that. But yeah, this side, yeah. I agree. I agree. Everyone, you're watching on the big screen while running around doing stuff. Yeah, that is what it's called. What Day of the Dead. It's called something else, but in English, it's Day of the Dead. Yeah. Right twist down. It is. This one is your best. You think this is the best one? Best artistic look? Huh. Skinny Queen said you're welcome for whatever she did. My favorites are the... That happened yesterday where I felt like an eyelash went in my eye. My favorites is my very first one that I did one half, like the whatever look it was with this palette. When I first did shading for the first time. That was my first troll look ever. And that's my favorite. I also really like the Grinch look. And the one I recently posted maybe a couple weeks ago when I had like this whole side, like just this part, this side was blank, but I used a fork and I did different colors, and so it made it look very dimensional. That was one of my favorites. And also the teddy bear look I did for Michelle, That was one of my favorites too. We used a fork for that for the fur, and we did like etch out like we did here, and it was like one color up here, another color, and so that one was my favorite. So I do have my favorites. I do really like this though. I don't know if it's quite butterfly because of how I did the folds. Um, but definitely like all together, I think this is nice. And to me, this does look like a bird. But, and these are the best teeth that I've done, even though they're big as hell. But thank you for the clarification, Dawn. You should recreate your first troll. That would be fun to see. And I remember saying, I don't think Mario intended that type of stuff to be done with this palette. But yeah, that's my unofficial official troll play palette if I want a black, brown, or a gray. But I do really like it though. I do like this. But yeah, those other ones are my favorites. But then I'll look back on this one and be like, yeah, this is bomb too. And I agree with you, Tanya. It is cohesive. The white here with the white. I'm really digging it. So thank you so much for Tanya, that was a request Dion did for me. Which one was the request from you, the one? I forget. I forget. But yeah, so those were my favorites. And because they surprised me, there was another look I did that was mostly green, yellow, and black, and I did that down at the space too. And it was like a Frankenstein-ish type look, and yeah, that one was good too. I really like this. We're going to go because I'm just sitting here admiring myself, and the lash looks good too. So we're going to go, y'all. We'll be back here Friday for a live stream, but we have a video going up tomorrow. And next week we will have Michelle's and Skinny Queen's look. Michelle requested Maleficent and put horns on my forehead above my eyelids. I gotta look and see how to do horns. Excuse me. And Skinny Queen's granddaughter wanted me to do Ashka. And then Janet the following week will be Vampira. And she said don't throw it out because it is trolled out. So that'll be fun. I think that'll be easy. But yeah, I plan to have something new up Friday morning, I hope, says Tanya. Okay, so we are going to go, y'all. Thank you again, Replay Crew. Thank you, new viewers, new subscribers. Thank you for the snarky people who help support my channel. And we'll be back here again Friday. We have a video going up tomorrow, and we're doing 2 more creative looks next week, and so that'll be a lot of fun. And I think we're doing 1950s or 60s or something on Thursday. We'll be back here tomorrow live stream. Tanya, have you done any Ulta shopping? You're welcome, Tanya. Thank you for the request, because it does help me do new things, and I really do like it. I really do. So we're going to go, because I'm just sitting here admiring myself. Twiggy. Oh, for the 1960s look. Yes, the 1960s look is going to be a Twiggy look. Is that tomorrow? That is tomorrow. So that'll be like, thank you, Grace. I am excited. I really like it. I'm going to go because I'm really sitting here like admiring and like looking at me like, girl, you a fine ass troll. So we're going to go for real, y'all. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and we'll be back here tomorrow night doing a Twiggy look. Bye.